metronome has really taught me how to keep better time. There was a long period of time when I didn't use a metronome, and then I just had to jump on it. The metronome is perfection in time, and none of us have perfection in time. If you've been practicing with the metronome, you're going to get closer to what I call metronomic time. But still, when you don't have the metronome, you're going to be entering the human element, and the human element moves time, in best case scenario, in a wave. A lot of us will like to speed up, some of us will slow down. Some of that's normal, but of course in a group of players we all have to find that balance of playing. So our job really is to anchor everybody and keep the person who might be on the top of the beat closer to what you're doing, and the person who's on the bottom end of the beat closer to what you're doing. So it's having a resolve of playing in time. When a bass player is playing a funk groove, he might be underneath the pulse, and the guitar player might be on top of the pulse. And that causes a tension that is really what you're looking for. But if we choose to go too far back with the bass player, we're going to drag. If we choose to go too far forward with the guitar player pushing the rhythm, we're going to speed up. So when you get a resolve with the metronome, or having metronomic time, you're going to hold it together a little bit more securely. So that's just one benefit of the metronome. Now, that says a lot, doesn't it? But what you really want to do at first, if you're not accustomed to playing with a metronome, is simply count with that click. The brain, is establishing the rhythm. It's, I don't know, some incredible number, like 30 times a second. It's calculating where you're at, which is almost too much for us to comprehend. But when you count, it's agreeing with what you're thinking and what you're hearing through the pulse. So if you simply count out loud with that metronome, you marry your agreement with the metronome, and then when you start playing with it as a drummer, it's really utilizing the touch of the hands to the tip of the sticks. That's all anatomically established, that and scientists know this, that when you speak, it comes back in your ears, and you're using your fingertips. They're all kind of linked up together. So your fingertips are just an extension of the tip of the stick, pretty much. So what you're agreeing on and touching and counting and listening to and producing is working that formula out with the click. So I'm going to put the click on, and I'm going to call these eighth notes: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 1, 3. So that's how you blend in with that metronome. You have to consider the metronome your boss. It's not going to move or sway. You're not going to encourage it. You might think it's speeding up or slowing down, but it's going to stay where it is. So as soon as you resolve to think it out by counting with it and agreeing with it, you're going to do fine. I noticed that when you're playing a simple rhythm, that if you listen to the upbeat, it really helps you. It subdivides everything. So I'm just going to play the downbeat here, and you'll hear the upbeat. I'm just going to use the snare drum, and I think you'll see what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Like that.